And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on. You better break.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Go!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Watch the pass. Check. Hot route. Hot.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 37. Check 37.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
That last catch by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
60 or. Hey, exit. Right there. Yes. 54 Mike. Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Gator. You got it. You got it. 5-7.
At the Cowboys 47.
On 2nd and 9. Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Sam off.
On 2nd down, Barkley. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
That's me. Hey, orbit. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Big dribble.
Shotgun now for Manning. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On first down, Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
15, Lonnie. 59. Hey, Foxtrot.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
On On 2nd and 9. Manning. He's got his man. This is Tate. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
On the set.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, echo.
On 2nd and 9. Manning. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think clock, lick your wounds at the half and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
I don't think there's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger, all right? He's going to throw it downfield and take his shots. And in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick sixes Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
So study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Manning going to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final try now for Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Manning, the quick slant caught. And he's brought down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yep. Motion. Hey, Haywood. 54.
Madden going to hand it off to Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
30 base. Look at me, zipper.
2nd and 9 at the Cowboys.
Hey, team 6. Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. And room there to work it inside the 25. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 24.
Hey, 2.
3rd and 1.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
5. 54, Mike, 54. You draw Corker. 54. I got you, boy. Big dash. Come. Hey, exit. 50.
They'll go for it. It's Madden. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
80 weapon.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Giants do snap it. It's Madden. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Check, 47. Silver.
On 1st down, Elliott. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Prescott now. Complete to Jason Witten. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Forbath, the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Delta. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check it.
To throw is Manning. This is Shepard on the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Orville. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 50. Ready?
Now Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50.
Manning looking to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. This is Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Back to throw, Manning. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seeming 1 second remaining in this game.
Check, 47. Hey, keep it up.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.